Hello and welcome back to somebody on the Football Zone and to a weekend review, reviewing all the big games in the Premier League this week, and starting off with Manchester United 2, Everton 0, and two goals in the first half of Man United and 2 penalties, one from Bruno Fernandes, one from Marcus Rashford, and in the end this was a relatively comfortable win for United, big win for them in their pursuit of a Champions League place. A few big goals scored in there, and Everton, frustrating result. I think this is always a free hit because United just seem to be hitting their stride at the moment. But moving on then to Bournemouth as they took on Sheffield United in a big game down at the bottom, and Sheffield United surprisingly were actually close to claiming a victory here. Hamer and Robinson had them 2-0 up after 64 minutes before Uatara in the 74th and Unal in the 91st minute rescued a point for Bournemouth. And I think it's one of those games where neither team will be particularly happy. Bournemouth will be expecting to beat Sheffield United at home, no disrespect. And Bournemouth and Sheffield United just can't afford to throw away 2 goal leads if they want any chance of staying up. Luton picked up a good point away from home against Crystal Palace. Mateta gave Palace lead in the 11th minute. It looked like they'd hold it free, but no, in the 96th minute, Cauley Woodrow getting a goal for Luton to earn in the point. And Palace dominated much of this game. We'll probably be wondering how they weren't even further ahead by the time they got to the end of the game, which will be particularly frustrating for them. But Luton getting a goal, and it's just picking up points like that. If they can do that more often, win some of their home games, they've got a chance. But moving on then to Wolves 2, Fulham 1 at Molineux, and Aït-Nouri and Kearney with an own goal made it 2-0 to Wolves. Away we got a very late kind of consolation goal late on, but in the end nothing stopped Wolves getting a win. And to be honest, I think Fulham will be disappointed that they lost this game, even though they didn't create anything until late on. Basically they had a lot of the game, but just in the end didn't really do too much with it. But it's frustrating for them, but for Palace a big win. But moving on into Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. It was Rice who gave Arsenal the lead before Visa just before half time made it 1-1, and then Kai Havertz in the 86th minute. A huge win for Arsenal. As they say, even if you're not playing at your best, winning is a sign of a team that will go far, and that's exactly what Arsenal did. They still had the majority of the games and in the end got the job done. Big win for Arsenal, and they do have played that game more, but very much in title race. Moving on then to a massive result for their North London rivals Tottenham at Villa Park, their UCL rivals. It was in the 50th minute Maddison gave them the lead before Johnson doubled it in the 53rd. John McGinn, Nichols sent off, and 2 stoppage time goals from Heung-min Son and Timo Werner sealed the win. And Tottenham in the second half tore Villa apart. It's something that we haven't seen Tottenham do much recently, but huge win. Does a massive job for their goal difference as well, and puts them in prime position to take that Champions League spot. Villa need to bounce back from that quick. But moving on into Brighton 1, Forest 0. Bit of a more low-key game at the Amex, but Brighton just about getting the win. Probably, I'd say, had the better of the game. Just about. Wasn't much between the two sides, and so it proved with an own goal separated them on the half-hour mark. Big win for Brighton. There's in 8th place. Still very much in the fight for the European spots. They're still doing well. But Forest, I think they're kind of relying on the bottom three being quite bad at the moment, which is more than many think, to be honest, which is a bit concerning. But moving on then to West Ham 2, Burnley 2 at the London Stadium, and Burnley actually were 2-0 up at half time before Paqueta and a late goals from Danny Ings allowed West Ham to come away with a draw here. Big result for West Ham to come back from 2-0 down, but at the same time you shouldn't be 2-0 down at home to Burnley, and you should be winning these games more often than not. Burnley, again, I think they'll be on set, because if they want any chance of staying up, they have to be winning if they're 2-0 up, no matter who they're playing. But moving on into a much more crunch game at the top of the table, Liverpool 1, Man City 1. John Stones gave Man City the lead in the 21st minute before McAllister from the spot in the 50th minute levels things up, and Liverpool kind of just about I would say we're the better team here, had more of the game, but Man City got the point. I think both teams will be relatively happy with it. Looking at, Liverpool still injury ravaged, Man City coming away from home, I think both teams will take it. Arsenal will probably be the happiest of the lot, but the title is still very much in the balance. But moving on into the 11th of March, and Chelsea 3, Newcastle 2 in a dramatic game. Nicholas Jackson in the 6th minute gave them the lead before Isak rolls it out there. It's on Palmer in the 57th minute, he made it 2-1, and Mudryk made it 3-1. Murphy made it 3-2 late on, but it's just a little consolation goal. And yeah, big win for Chelsea. And yeah, they kind of need these results just to keep them in the hunt for a European spot for next season, which I think should be their goal for the rest of the season. But moving on then to the Champions League, Arsenal against Porto, and yeah, Arsenal obviously 1-0 down after a really poor performance in the first leg, so yeah, it's a big game for them here. They just need to come at it all guns blazing and really turn it around. I think they have the quality to do it. I think that's undoubted. The crowd needs to get behind them because yeah, these UCL options, big games for them, but I'm going to say Arsenal. I think they have enough. I'm going to say 2-0 to Arsenal. Moving on then to Bournemouth against Luton at the Vitality, and this is a big game. I think Bournemouth, they're all right, aren't they? They're a mid-table side, but I think Luton, for me, against the team that Bournemouth aren't going to go down, aren't going to go up, whatever. These are the sorts of games they have to really be targeting, hope to kind of catch them off guard, really go for it from the first whistle, and then I think they have the chance of getting a positive result, and these are the sorts of games they need a result from. But at the same time, Bournemouth, I just still have more quality at home. They'll feel like they should be winning this game, so I think they might just edge it. 1-0 Bournemouth.
Our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.